Hi, this is Brian Fogarty, and this is a video for Chapter 8 of the book Quantitative Social Science Data with R, second edition. So in this video, what we're going to do is take a quick look at boxplots. So boxplots are a type of data visualization that a lot of researchers like to use. And the reason is because it provides not only visualization, but it actually provides us some summary descriptive statistics within the plot. So it gives us the minimum and maximum, the median, and then the first quartile, the 25th percentile, as well as the 75th percentile, and it shows us where outliers are. So when we use these, we use them for similar to histograms and the smooth density we just did, where we have one variable that's interval ratio and a second variable that's nominal or ordinal. There's different versions of this that people have, but we're just going to look at a real quick basic version. I am not a fan of them, and I don't really have a great reason why, per se. It could just be I don't like them for some latent issue. Maybe it's because I had to do a lot of them in undergrad back 1,000 years ago. All right, so what we're going to do is I just went up to the previous video code that we had here, the smooth density plot. I just copied it, and I'm going to paste it in because it's really similar. All right, so we're using the SIMD data. We're going to filter out the missing value in percent depress. We have ggplot, and then instead of geome density, we are going to use geome boxplot. Okay, and then we have AES, and we're going to actually include urban first because that's going to be on our x-axis. That's our x-axis variable, and then our second one is going to be percent depressed. That's going to be our y. We don't have an alpha here. There's things you can do. You can add colors and stuff like that to these, just like you can for all the different ggplot functions, but we're just going to cut it out for here. All right, so if we want to correctly do this, I'm going to just change some of this. So now, actually, let's do this first. I'm going to copy the x that we have from previously. I'm going to put it as y. And then I'm going to take the fill, the community type, and I'm going to put that here for the X. I just realized that the title should be data zones, not data zone by urban rural data. I mean, I guess that works. Okay, and we don't have a fill. All right, so I think that's correct. That's all we need to just do a basic box plot. All right, seems like it worked. Let's click on zoom and move this over a little. All right, so what do we see? So I know the font's kind of tiny. All the font you can change. So as I mentioned in a previous video, with ggplot, there's so many options. It's insane. It's completely insane. But basically, you change anything happening in here. Okay, so this side here, these are rural data zones. This is urban data zones. So what are we looking at? So one, this thick line here, this is the median. So we can see that rural data zones have a lower median than urban data zones in terms of percent prescribed psychiatric medication. We also see that the size here, the interquartile range, as it's called, the difference between the 25th and 75th percentiles is smaller. This here is, so this is plus 1.5 times this distance. This is minus. So we see that, okay, that the rural data zones are more compact. These dots here are outliers, are considered outliers here. So these are outside of plus minus 1.5 times the interquartile range. So these are, again, outliers here. So we see, you know, the rural data zones are way more compact than urban, which is higher median, higher range, and some more extreme values. Okay, again, you can dress these up a whole bunch. There's another kind of plot that people like to use called a violin plot, which tries to combine, it sort of combines a smooth density and a box plot. I'm not a big fan of them, because I frequently found that what they illustrate is not super clear. It could just be down to what the data looks like. And the other thing is I feel like it often looks like antique furniture, like lamps or something like that. Anyway, all right, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.